All right, so here we go for a walk. Late afternoon, finished work, took a nice shower, got cleaned up, and I wear the same clothes like I just wear the same clothes. I actually have a ton of these clothes, the red SRM shirts and these blue ones, and I cut the sleeves off. This one I don't. It's actually in the 50s right now. It's kind of cold, but I'm walking in the neighborhood, heading up to Kroger to get dinner for the family. So kind of serves two purposes. We're going to burn off some calories. So right now we're at a heart rate of 93, and we just started this walk. So Kroger is about a mile, just under a mile. So we'll walk up a mile and get some groceries, and then have to carry them back, kind of like farmers walk. So going up, burn some calories. Coming back, burn a lot more calories. Strength training on the forearms and on your fingers, carrying the bags and stuff, and good times. So the purpose of it, though, is burning calories. That's the whole thing. That's all of it. Because everything that you do really centers around your calories. And if you watch a lot of these fitness freaks with their YouTube channels, they're all going to push you into their free downloadable macro calendar, macro calculators, macro websites, macro apps, and all that stuff. And then they're going to be constantly pushing products on you to buy their stuff, or to join their workout plan or their workout program, or let them derive a personal workout plan for you from them or one of their coaches. It ain't gonna be from them. It'll be from somebody, if it's not already just a pre-programmed bunch of garbage. But so the point of my video is, I just want to kind of explain to you guys, all you have to do is download your own app. I use an app called Carb Manager, C-A-R-B Manager, right? Carb Manager. And you can punch in your foods, you can scan the barcode of different foods and stuff like that, and it's gonna track your macros for you. It's gonna track your calories by serving size, and you can adjust your serving size and whatever you're doing, right? You can adjust all that. Take a little while. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it's not something you're just gonna instantly pick up and be a pro at doing. There's gonna be some foods that aren't found, you're gonna have to punch them in, you're gonna have to search for them. Hey, whatever, that's between you and the app. It takes a little bit of time, but it's vital to know what you're consuming. So for the first week or two, you definitely want to put everything in to that app. You definitely want to. I get to go, I have a crosswalk, and I went, okay, sorry. Technically, in the state of Georgia, as soon as I put one foot in that crosswalk, if they can safely stop, they need to stop. And if they don't, they get a ticket. But I try not to be too much of a douchebag. And I just try not to hold up traffic while I'm walking. But so you want to track everything that you're consuming. Everything. Condiments, sugar, creamer. Oh, but it's only a tablespoon. First of all, you're not putting a tablespoon. When you read your French vanilla, International Delight French vanilla, or your Coffee Mate, and it says it's only like 5 calories, man, that's for a tablespoon. I promise you, if you're changing the color of your coffee in the morning from black to anything other than black, you are putting in more than a tablespoon. And you need to track that, because, you know, a bunch of ketchup, that's a lot of calories. It's a lot of carbs, and there is a shit ton of sugar in ketchup. And you don't realize that, you know? So if you're dragging food through ketchup and you're not tracking it, you end up using a 1/4 cup of ketchup. And that's a lot. So you need to track all that. So what I'm gonna do is I'll put right here a screenshot of, let's say yesterday. I'll just put yesterday's foods that I consumed, and it'll break it down. It's gonna show you the carbohydrates, the protein, the fats, the total calories. So that's what I ate in a day. And that includes any spices or any condiments that may make a difference. Like even just 1 tablespoon of butter can't be that much. Well, it is, because when I had the wheat toast in the morning at the restaurant, which I hated because I try to be gluten-free, but every once in a while is okay. It doesn't affect me. I don't have celiac. I'm not allergic to it. I just think gluten is the devil. I think it messes you up. I think the less gluten you eat, the better off you'll be. The less processed foods you eat, the better you'll be. And you know, gluten is found in a lot of processed food, a lot. So it's wheat flour and stuff like that. So if you can know your macros, know your carbohydrates, your proteins, your fats, and your calories, if you know what you're taking in, right, and you kind of like eat the same things Monday through Friday, right? You wake up in the morning, you probably have the same size coffee, the same amount of creamer, you have the same little snack, you have the same lunch, or you might vary your lunches throughout the day, you know, through the days, but it's pretty much the same thing. You know, you have Taco Tuesday, you have Wednesday wings, you got whatever. Start tracking that, pay attention to what you're doing, and then you start bouncing those numbers off of the calories that you're actually burning. And that's the biggest thing, is you need to know not only what you're taking in, but you need to know what you're expending, okay? So everybody has a basal metabolic rate. It's based on your age, your height, kind of your activity level, kind of, but not so much, because that's tracked separately. Your basal metabolic rate, like for me, is right around 1,700 calories a day. So what that means is, if I lay in bed, don't move, don't do anything, just lay in bed and watch TV, and maybe barely use my thumb muscle to scroll through my phone, I am going to burn 1,700 calories. Just operating my brain, my lungs, my diaphragm, my heart, everything that's going on. You know, little movements of your body here and there. That is going to burn about 1,700 calories. So that comes up pretty quick when you start filling up your menu. So how do you enjoy yourself? How do you eat when you are only burning 1,700 calories? Well, that's when you have to get active. So right here, I'll put a post or a picture of my weekly average of how many calories I burn resting. And it's a good idea to do it by the week, a weekly average, because every day, you know, you fight every day, but you want to win the week. So take your average for the week of what you're burning, your basal metabolic rate, and put that in a column on a piece of paper. For me, we'll just say 1,700. It's a little less than that. Then you got to take your activity. Now, I get my information from my Apple Watch and from my phone. So my Apple Watch and my phone communicate, and based on my age, my height, my weight, and it tracking my heart rate, and it's tracking my swinging of my arm when I do things, it's counting my steps, and it's counting my active calories. Right now, I have 28 active calories on this walk. So doesn't seem like a lot, but I just burned off this morning's coffee creamer, if I had some. So you can see now your brain starts clicking. 1,700 calories, you know, that's my calories needed just to survive. Anything over that, and I'm putting on weight. But now I see, if I go out and I walk or I do activities, my Apple Watch or your whatever will track it. So how many active calories do I burn on average every day? And can I see that in the week? Yeah, I'll put a picture right here. That's my active calories average throughout the week. And it's like, I don't know, 500 or 600, something like that. I don't remember exactly. So now you got 1,700 calories just to survive. And then you have, let's just say 600 calories, active calories that you're averaging burning a day. Active calories is the calories that your watch is tracking when you set an activity, like this walk, like functional core training, like treadmill, like cycling, like anything that you're doing that's active, over and above just common activity. Getting up, walking around the house, that's not trackable. Your watch is going to track that anyways. But to actually get your exercise active calories in so you can see what you're doing, how many are coming from actual exercise. Like I have a minimum of 400 active calories a day that I want to hit. In order to do that, I have to remember to turn on my watch every time I do something active, such as my morning cardio or a late afternoon walk to the grocery store. I want to hit my 400 active calories every day. But I'm going to hit 600 or 700 active calories every day because I'm climbing ladders, I'm climbing attics, I'm walking on roofs, I'm walking around houses, I'm walking inside houses, I'm opening and closing windows. I'm doing all the things that a home inspector does. So I'm going to burn anywhere from 600 to 700 calories every day. Now you take that 600 and you add it to your 1,700, and now you can see 2,300 calories is what I'm burning a day. Now you take those 2,300 calories and compare that to what you're eating every day. And that's when you got to start making your adjustments. And this is all stuff that you can do on your own. So I'm burning roughly 2,300 calories a day. Okay, how many calories am I eating a day? If I want to lose weight, if I want to lose body fat, muscle mass, whatever, we're not going to get picky. We're just going to say weight, the word weight. If I want to lose weight, I need to consume a minimum of 10% less calories than what I'm burning. So 2,300, 10% of 2,300 is 230. So that's 2,070 calories a day, right? Yeah. So if I'm consuming 2,070 calories, let's just say 2,050, right? And I'm burning my average of 600 active and 1,700 inactive, just being alive, then I am at a deficit. I'm going to lose weight. And for every 3,500 calories of deficit that you have, guess what? You just lost a pound. And that gets the scale moving. So if you want to go to kind of an extreme of weight loss, you go more like 25% decrease in calories. That's an extreme. That's something to do for a short amount of time to try to get to a fixed point for like a wedding that you're a guest in, or your own wedding for that matter, or something, something like that, 20-year reunion, and you need to get yourself looking pretty good really fast. Then you hit like a 25% deficit in calories. So 2,300 calories, 25%, that's 400 and something calories. That's almost 500 calories. So you want to take 450 calories basically off of that 2,300. So you're talking, 1,900 calories, 1,800 calories, somewhere around there. Now, it's up to you to do that tracking. It's up to you to figure out what your time frame is. And remember, you fight every day, but you want to win the week. So there's some days where you're going to hit 2,400 calories, let's say, but you know that you're not supposed to consume more than 2,300. That's okay. That one day is not going to kill you. It's not going to set you back forever, because you got 6 more days in the week to keep fighting and have those calories down. So when you take 2,300 calories times, say, 7 days, right? And then you divide that 2,300 calories. If you go over a little bit on one day, just go a little bit more under the next day if you can, and try to make up for it. So at the end of the week, you're at a bit of a deficit. Now, if you do 7 days and you're doing 200 calorie deficit in 7 days, that's 1400. It's going to take you about 2.5, 3 weeks to drop a solid pound. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to burn 3,500 calories to drop a pound. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it works. There's no way around that. So you can do the math and figure out how fast you need, you want to drop weight. You don't need crazy apps. You don't need people telling you what to do and how to do it. You don't need coaches. The only thing you need is the knowledge of what you're eating. Put it into your own app. Like I use Carb Manager, but you can go into your Play Store or whatever and download whatever you want and start learning how to use it. Start putting everything you have in it. Everything you're eating, put it in it. And then look at your wearables and look at your devices and start figuring out what you're actually doing every day. And then start manipulating that by increasing your activity and tracking it. And the more that you do, the more fat you're going to burn. And so go back through and watch this again. Look at my screenshots I put up. That should help you guys out to give you guys a good understanding of what I'm talking about. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. And if you use an app like Carb Manager or something like that, drop it in the comment section and let people know what you use so they can give it a shot. All right, so I am at Kroger now, 55 active calories. So you gotta figure by the time I get back, and I'll keep this on while I'm walking around Kroger. So by the time I get done, I'm gonna be close to about 150 extra calories today. And you think, well, it's not really much. Oh, it is. Believe me, it is. Today might be a 700 active calorie day, which means 2,400 calories in one day, and I'm only gonna consume probably 2,000. So if I wanna have that little extra something before I go to bed, I have room for it. I have plenty of room to add a couple extra 100 calories, still be below my usable. Hey, Paula.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
one of the hardest workers at Kroger. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And my wife just loves her. So, all right, that's it. I wonder if she's wanted by the FBI. I hope not, because I just gave her away. So I will see you guys on the next one.